The New York Yankees versus the Cleveland Guardians. Little rematch of 2017 ALDS, which was kind of an epic series, honestly. But we know who it is now, so gonna kind of go over a couple things, couple predictions. I got all the numbers on the 3 starters we're gonna be seeing. Off the rip, Yanks in 3. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know.
Yanks in 3. Yanks.
We'll be in the Bronx for any home game they have, which will only be 2. So games 1 and 2, hopefully. We do have tickets to 5 though. But yeah, I mean the Guardians and Rays just completed like one of the worst offensive series in the history of baseball, probably. It was 4 total runs scored in 24 innings of play. Like I don't know, that 15-inning game was kind of ridiculous.
All right, so how much? Let me just ask this right off the rip: how much stock do you guys put into the fact that regardless of how the series went, they've now played? Judge hasn't had an at bat in 7 days. Do you put any stock in that?
How can I?
0.
Yeah. No.
Zero.
We're gonna go Tuesday night, and
this is the most time that any of our guys have gone without a live game since spring training.
0 stock.
Yeah, I couldn't care less. We'll see what happens.
All right.
You
So
don't-
just asking.
You don't play 162 games basically every single day and then sit on your ass for a week and it all washes away.
I'm not saying it all washes away, but it might take
longer
a game to get your legs back underneath you.
It takes longer than that to lose your rhythm.
Your
They'll be
timing.
fine.
100%. I put
say
0
Yanks.
stock.
All right, I didn't give my input. I say Yanks in 4, and then so let me just ask
4
this:
4
then.
is reasonable.
If it's Yanks in 4, who's game 4? Because it's Cole 1, it's Nestor
Cole.
2, it's
No, but we have 2 days in between, so it's game on Tuesday, rest day Wednesday, game on
Which is
Thursday,
so stupid.
rest day Friday.
Is it?
So
Hey, what are we, the NBA?
So
What
it's,
are we, the
so it's-
NBA here?
So it's Cole game 1, Nestor game 2, Sevy game 3, Cole game 4, Nestor
Right.
Nestor in a potential game 5.
I'm
Well,
feeling
doesn't
good
this
about
go
it.
though to what we were talking about last time? Like, so Cole is your game 1, game 7 guy essentially,
of
right?
course.
No, he's
And-
our game 1, game 4. Nestor's
right,
our
but
game 2,
in a
game
longer
5.
series. In a longer series, he'd be the game 7 guy too.
Yeah, I mean, what are we
Yeah.
talking about here? These
Yeah.
are all.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What are we
These are
talking
all
about?
obvious
Last
things.
week there was all sorts of skepticism. There was
All
all
right,
sorts
oh,
of
we knew that's what it was.
And
We're not
it-
talking about that.
It brings up a conversation. I said it to you, Ryan. I said it to both of you this weekend. I said after seeing Scherzer, who is apparently, I mean, he is. Scherzer is a top 3 pitcher in the world. Gives up 7 runs in the biggest game of the Mets season.
Right.
And then
So-
the week before did not pitch well in Atlanta either.
And so when you look at it, it's like, look, Cole's getting paid a ton of money to pitch in these big games, obviously. But I really, you can't pile on these guys when there's really nobody in the world who is just going to show up 100% of the time and shove and pitch a 7 shutty every single time.
I trust in Cole.
No one's going to do that except Verlander, maybe.
Yeah, but even Verlander, I know what the comeback
Let's
was.
go Ends.
They were up big in the series, but even Verlander a couple years ago got smacked around pretty good by the Yanks. Gave up like 4 in the first or something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Look,
DJ
so
leadoff homer,
I
3-run
think-
homer by
Hicks with-
Hicks.
yeah.
Cole he's underperformed in that wild card last year, and he's blown up in some big games in the regular season. But
Yeah. Well,
I think the expectation was just set really fucking high for the guy, and
How could it
rightfully
not?
so. He's
Yeah, how
getting
could it
paid.
not? What do you
He's
mean?
getting paid so much money, but I think it's like almost unattainable. Like the fans expect him to go 7 shutty every single game, and it's hard. It's the MLB.
I believe
it's hard,
I
yeah,
believe I have
but-
these numbers correct, but Yanks I think played Cleveland 6 times this year. They went 5-1. I'm pretty sure. Game 1 is Cole versus Quantrill. Quantrill pitched 1 game against the Yanks. He went 6 1/3, gave up 6 hits, 3 walks, 3 runs. I know regular season doesn't count.
That should be an auto dub. If it's Cole Quantrill,
gotta
then it should
win
be an
game
auto
1.
dub. That has to be a win.
Gotta win game 1, and I
Game
fully
1's
expect
important.
this team to win.
Game 1 is
gotta
very
win game
important.
1.
Yeah, it's a mismatch pitching wise, and Yanks should shit on him. They
Right.
should shit on Quantrill. They should.
I'm expecting it. I'll make another prediction right now, and we'll clip this when it happens. But Judge first inning homer. 2018 wild card first inning homer he did. 2020 against Bieber, first inning homer, major. He had another first inning homer against the Sox. ALDS 2018, that was sick. I just see it. Hopefully he's hitting 2. Maybe
I got
we'll
an
see what the
argument with a
lineup
guy.
is looking like. But
I got an argument with a guy at work who was like, "Now, if only Judge could play like this in the postseason." I'm like,
oh my god,
but the guy comes through clutch
guy's
after
got
clutch
like
after clutch
5
already.
major postseason homers already. So
Right, tilt your screen. I can barely see your face.
Well, my computer screen.
Yeah, your camera.
there you
Chill
go.
out, bro. I gotta make
So
sure. the other
game
ones are
one,
good.
we'll get back to game 1, but mismatch pitching wise. Although Quantrill had a good year, but gotta win that game.
Mismatch pitching wise, Yanks win
Fully
game
expect
1.
to win that game. Game 2 is going to be Nestor Bieber. They didn't face Bieber this year, but we got him in the playoffs. And you remember, again, what I just said. Judge smoked him in the first. They're sweeping this series. I mean, I had the poll up. I had the poll up for everybody. I just said it. It was, who do you want? Do you want Cleveland, Tampa? Are you indifferent? And 73% of the people that voted on it all took Cleveland.
Scared. I would have taken Tampa in a heartbeat.
People are just uncomfortable against Tampa no
Scared.
matter what. I mean, either
Just
of the
because
teams
it's Tampa, but like, if we lost to either of these teams, we don't deserve to be World Series champions regardless. Like, I think we're levels above both of these teams. And baseball it's a sport where anybody can win on any given day, so it's not a guaranteed
Well, but that's
thing.
why.
But
Listen, that's why. And this is a little different topic, but since we're watching one of them right now, that's why I hate the 3-game series.
that's why I always hated these
neither-
wild card games, man.
Yeah.
We would go to these wild card games, and I couldn't enjoy them because I'm like, anybody can win. Like you could play the worst team in the league, and it's still a toss-up.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly. If they score first, it's like, oh, God.
Think about a couple years ago against Cleveland. We went down 2-0. And that would have been the end of the series. We wouldn't have had a chance to come back.
Over.
Greg Bird wouldn't have hit that homer.
That was an incredible series,
So,
yeah.
right.
That was an incredible
That series doesn't exist in this round here. That's stupid.
Yeah, no, the Yanks would have gotten 2 games
would've-
swept.
Yeah.
If you want to call it a sweep, I hate the.
No, it's stupid. It's dumb. No matter what ends up happening, I hate it. I understand it makes more money, yada yada. People get excited, but I'm also watching teams and guys like hit homers in these games, and they like act like they won the World Series. I'm like, dude, you just won a game in a makeup
bud.
situation. Marshy,
You can't be doing that, bud.
push him down.
Come on, bud. Get out of here.
Marshy, come on. So yeah, I don't like the series, but that's besides the point. I don't care who we got. We get Cleveland, whether it was Cleveland or Tampa. I agree with Brandon. If you don't beat either of those, then you don't deserve to
I mean,
move
it's
on
just-
anyway. So who
Take-
cares?
if we
business
lose
at home.
if we lose to or I would say if we lost to either the Rays, obviously we're playing the Guardians. It's a disgrace.
Yeah,
It's a
100%,
lost. It's a lost
100%.
season. It's just
100%.
like a joke. So
Take care of business at home, and then it'll be hand the ball to Sevy in Game 3, which I love. I think that's a perfect guy to have go out in Cleveland
Yeah.
and just be an absolute savage and just slice people to pieces. That's what we're looking at, I think, and that's what I'm expecting here again.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's really like too much to look into in this series. I think we have.
Well, we're gonna see because it's
I mean, I think we have the advantage in basically every facet of any part of the team. I
Outside
think we have
of
the better
one.
rotation. I think
Outside
we
of
have the
one,
better
there's one that
lineup.
scares
What?
me. There's one that
Class
scares me.
A, Class A to
Clase,
close the
Clase
game.
A.
Class A?
Class A to close
Guy's
the
got
game.
crazy
don't let him
stuff.
see IKF. He
No,
shakes in his boots when he sees IKF.
But he throws a heavy baseball.
But you know, we shouldn't even be in a position to see Class A. We
But,
shouldn't
I
be
think-
losing in the ninth inning, to be honest with you.
No, I agree.
And-
I agree. Yeah.
No, look, we're a much better team than the Indians, and that's the bottom line. So we'll see how the thing plays out.
Guardians.
Oh, sorry,
Freudian
Guardians.
slip there.
And we'll see how things play out. So, I mean, it is what it is. I
right, so
really
then-
don't think there's that much to dissect, to be honest.
We talked about this a couple of days ago, but now that it's actually only 48 hours away as we sit here right now, is it DJ or Donaldson, and is it Cabrera or Hicks?
So there was just word came out that Boone hasn't determined yet with Hicks or Cabrera. I think they might go Hicks just because the history he had
right.
been hitting.
That's the one I'm less concerned with, to be honest. I think the DJ Donaldson one plays a little heavier to the
I don't think
outcome
DJ
of
is
a
going to be
certain game.
starting any of these games.
These are these are just conversations that like are game time decisions. Like I mean, like I don't know, DJ or Donaldson? Sure, a healthy DJ? Yes, of course, it's DJ.
Well, he's not healthy.
But he's not healthy, so it's Donaldson, clearly. Like, it's Donaldson with DJ
it's
off
Donaldson
the bench.
Clearly, so it's not a game time decision. It's Donaldson clearly.
I mean...
That's what it's going to be.
This was as of like 3 days ago when Boone on Wednesday was saying DJ wasn't healthy. But
do you know
4 or 5 days has passed. I don't know. If DJ's healthy, then it's DJ.
Do you want to know
if
what
he's
has
not
me,
healthy, it's Donaldson.
Do you want to know what has me the most confident of anything that this actually is going to be our year? The biggest piece,
don't touch the money.
The biggest jinx and omen against us is no longer with the Yankees.
What a scumbag!
Not a scumbag.
Oh,
he did us a
dude.
favor.
I'm so happy.
Shout out,
so happy he's gone,
the best
bro.
move Chapman has made in the last 3 years is just not showing up to Yankee Stadium.
So who texted in our group? What's the reason? Was it true he was at like some Comic-Con? Is that just made up?
I didn't hear that.
Someone came up with some stupid reason.
No,
I gotta look this up really
clearly
quick.
the writing was on the wall. He didn't make the team, and he was being used as just an arm to hit against, and he was just like, fuck that, I don't want to do that. Yeah. And that's the end of Chapman. Good 2 words.
Riddance.
Good riddance. Because,
look, it's not all bad with Chapman. I think in his 5-6 year tenure, overall, he was good for us.
Overall, the numbers are good, but overall,
he
lost every season.
He gave up some back-breaking home runs. And in the last 2 years, this year and last year, he was basically unusable.
Yeah. No, not even basically. He was unusable.
So
it got to a point. It got to a point where if he made it through an inning somewhat like competently, it was like whoa, wait a second.
Wait,
he
hold
threw
on.
a
Chapman
clean
went
inning.
1, 2, 3.
Whoa, he threw a 3.
I think that only happened
1, 2, 3.
twice this
He
year.
didn't give up a run.
Yeah.
He didn't walk the world.
No,
whoa,
it's huge for us. It's huge. Well, I know the bullpen is still the big issue, the big bugaboo thing here, but Chapman to me has just always been the guy of just dread. It's like he's going to come in at some point and give up the absolute season-breaking home run because he's done it multiple times, and then he'll smirk and he'll walk away, and then
we'd be watching games, and it's like, all right, Yanks are up like 7-3 in the 9th. Here's Chapman to close it, and I look at Cam. I go, "Here we go.
Boy. Yeah,
this game is not. This game is not safe."
And then suddenly the tying runs at the plate with the bases loaded and 1 out.
And I'm like,
we're up 5 or 6, or they're up 3. He walks the bases loaded, and then he's getting lifted for someone else. And here comes some
and you're like, "Here we go."
Into a bases loaded, nobody out jam. It's like,
no,
hey, thanks,
I'm really happy he's gone. Clay is back and is quote unquote healthy. The bullpen, I mean, we talked about it in the previous episode. It's obviously a big question mark because nobody has really a specific role, and we don't have a lockdown closer. But we have a lot of quality arms. I'd say we have 4 or 5 guys that I trust.
Who? Name them.
So here's my like 4 or 5 arm rotation that I put in either like a 1 or 2 run lead or a close game, whatever you call it.
Okay.
Loaiza, and this is in no particular order, and we can discuss when you want to pitch them. Right?
He's the 9th inning.
Loaiza, Efros, Trevino.
Nah, I like Trevino.
Why am I blanking? No, help me out here.
Not Licky. I don't even know if he's on the team. Herman.
No.
Well, all right. So that's where I was actually headed.
Help me out here. There's
question.
5 here. Hold on, I'm missing.
Well,
something.
Marinacio's not out.
Marinaccio.
Wandy.
Wandy.
Is he back? That's 5 right there.
All right. So here's where I was actually headed with this question when I asked you to put the names in was. If there's these new off days here, and even if there aren't these new off days, you need 4 starters really to get through a 7-game series. If you're being real,
7
if everybody's
games,
firing,
that's not what we're dealing with here.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have Cole,
Tyone, and Herman are in the pen.
Herman has come out of the pen a lot, so I think if you need a Game 4 starter, you go Tyone because Herman's comfortable coming out of the pen more so than Tyone.
We have 2 off days. We don't need Cole's pitching
you're
Game 4.
Way ahead
I'm thinking ahead.
I don't know. You shouldn't be.
It's coming from the kid that just said,
the DS.
This is the year for this is our year. They're going to go all the way.
We're talking about the DS
I can't think ahead. Now I can't
We're
think
thinking
ahead.
about the DS here. I mean, we can worry about that when they dispose of Cleveland in 3 games, which I fully expect to happen.
All right, forget what I even just said then. Then at the very least, you have a Domingo Germán in your bullpen for this series here right now. So there's another arm that you could go to out of the bullpen. He's done it in the past. He's more or less comfortable with it. So there's another arm that you can add to that list there. Loaizaga, I like his stuff plays, but he's been up and down. So is mostly every name you said, other than, honestly,
Efros.
and Wandy has sneakily
Wandy,
been like pretty good.
Dude, Wandy has balls, bro. Every big game, big situation, like I've seen him close some.
Dude, how many times did Chapman come in and fuck everything
load
up,
the bases
and
with
then
nobody out or
Wandy's
one out,
with bases loaded with a 2-run lead, and he's got to come in. He like finds a way to get a fly ball and a ground ball and end the game. So, yeah, this is going to be a. I'm looking forward to this just because I think we're finally going to get postseason baseball, man. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be there. The Bronx is going to be.
Listen, guys, I have not been
night.
to Yankee Stadium since 2019.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's insane. I might be in rare form on Tuesday. I'm going
to be at Billy's early.
So once one of you guys are going to be there before me, so you guys are going to have to someone make sure they have a tall boy waiting for me because I'm going to be in rare form when I walk into that base.
Get a babysitter. Get Beckett
I'm
definitely in at like 2 p.m. and get to the Bronx, dude.
I already told Jim. I told Jim when
here's the matchup.
You get home, I'm out.
Yeah,
bye.
That's
See
your
ya.
responsibility.
Here's the matchup I'm a
stadium.
little bit wary about is Cole
Jose Ramirez.
Walk.
Dude,
Just don't let anybody
Ramirez,
be on base.
If
Just don't let
Ramirez
anybody be on
comes up
base.
with someone on base,
Walk.
I'm gonna be a nervous wreck in the stands because
Just don't
I
let people be on base when he comes
Dude.
up. That's it. Then let him hit a solo homer. All right, fine.
It's so
I
funny
know,
how
but
against
man,
the Rays, dude, he came up. They're down 1 with 1 man on. He comes up, 2-run homer.
Dude, J-Ram, lefty at Yankee
guy's a
Stadium,
player.
dude, the guy rips.
Yeah.
Imagine,
mashes.
and that's a guy who
that's
could have
really
probably
it,
gotten
though.
more money to leave Cleveland and didn't. And he still puts up crazy numbers. He's really the only. I know Jimenez is a pretty good player all of a sudden too, but he's really the only name in that lineup that you have
That's what
to
I'm saying. Yeah,
I mean, for.
Brand,
you're
you
telling
said
me
this?
I'm supposed to be nervous about fucking Steven Kwan?
Yeah. I'll read you the lineup
I'm supposed to be nervous about Jimenez and Miles Straw and Ahmed Rosario. Come on, I mean, look,
one other guy that I mean Cole will dispose of, but one other guy that's just a maniac that could put one the 4th deck is Naylor. So that 3-4 there. But Naylor on the grand scheme of guys to be scared of, he's not high on the list. He's not.
That's what I'm saying.
If and Bogarts and
if
Vlad
we lose to Kwan, Naylor, Ramirez, and whoever hits 4 for them, then we deserve to lose. We're just not a World Series caliber team if we lose to them. So
I can't.
And it's no disrespect to them.
What was it? 5 games to 1.
5-1, I believe. Yeah, I mean the Yanks kind of fucked them up. They had. I mean, we saw Class A, and if Class A,
we
sees
were at that
IKF,
game.
When Class A,
Or no,
sees
you were
IKF,
at that game.
He turns away. He turns away. He goes, don't let him see me.
I mean, in my opinion, that's the story of this series. It's a superior team playing an inferior team, and of course, anything can happen.
You still got to go win
of
the
course,
games.
Of course, anything can happen.
Because Bieber could go through a complete game shutout, right? Like it can happen.
You know what I'm excited about? October G, baby. October G is going to hit some Stantonian things.
I'm pretty confident with our lineup. Obviously, Judge is Judge. Glaber's been ripping.
Yeah,
October G is a real thing.
They're going to play Hicks because Hicks got hot too. Even though Cabrera was a stud as well towards the end, they're going to play Hicks. I'm telling you, they're going to.
All right, just for prediction's sake,
we'll make a wager on that.
I feel like you guys want to enjoy this. Go, what? Oswaldo, what?
Oswaldo was starting in left field, and Oswaldo is not my guy. I've been on this podcast saying Oswaldo is not. I said Oswaldo, he can't hang, and I was wrong. I was clearly wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm not going to make that wager because I want Cabrera to be playing. I want Oswaldo in the lineup, so I'm not going to make that wager because of that. But I can see them. I don't know, man. I could just see them going with the name that has been in the lineup for postseason games before,
I feel
and
like
not the
they're
guy that's wet behind the ears still. So like,
you got to take Oswaldo. He's been electric. He's been great.
No, he has been
all over the field. Switch it. I mean, I know Hicks is too, but yeah. So all right.
No, the lineup I think is pretty set. Oswaldo left, Bader center, Judge right, Glaber second, Rizzo first. I don't know why I switched that. IKF short, Donaldson third, Trevino catching, Cole on the mound, DH stand. That's what it is.
Yep.
I'd like DJ in over Donaldson. Let Donaldson come off the bench for a little power pop, some sort of shot there. But
look. I think ideally is we dispose of Cleveland.
Let DJ rest during.
Let
that
DJ
series.
rest another 10-day week. Not 10
and
days,
then it's
a week.
and then it's all hands on deck.
And then we need DJ against Houston.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Maybe the M's can pull off something crazy, but I don't know.
Dude.
I don't know.
We said that the other day though about DJ. I remember we were sitting around. We were like, "Can't this guy just tape it next to his other toe?" And I think Brand. I think it was either you or
last night.
One of you, Brand.
2 nights ago.
We were like, for all we know, this toe is hanging on by a thread.
Sideways,
right? Bro, I swear.
I
said, yo, if DJ isn't playing because of a toe, I'll bet he takes if he takes his sock off at night. It looks like fucking Frankenstein under there. I'll bet you.
No, we said this before. It's what's
his
it called?
toe better
Mr.
be like
Deeds' foot. Mr. Deeds' foot is
his
DJ's
toe
foot.
better be decomposing underneath that sock, bro. I like that thing.
Or else tape that fucking big toe up and let's go.
Strap that thing to the side of your foot.
Come on.
And let's go.
Or just take a hacksaw, cut it off, and let's move on.
I know they don't do an ALDS MVP.
It's messed up.
But if you had to pick one, I'm taking G. G with maybe 3 dings in this 3-game set we're about to see now.
You're asking us for
ALDS
MVP?
I know they don't do it, but Judge is obviously Glaber would be a good one.
No,
I'm taking G. I'm
going to purposely try to throw a name out there that's not a Judge.
I would have done IKF, but I got to take G, bro. I got to take big G.
It is G.
Big G.
So you're both saying G?
I mean, if Cole goes out and throws a no-hitter in Game 1, then he'll probably.
I was gonna say Glaber because I was thinking about the 2020 Cleveland series and Urshela had that big homer and just kind of like a guy who's a solid player but not your stud who's gonna come through. I think Glaber's gonna spray a bunch of doubles.
Big in the DS, big. I'm telling you right now, Trevino.
Okay. Couple.
He's gonna come through huge. He's gonna have a couple of late, like 7th, 8th inning, like 2 RBI base hits, something like that.
Yo, I hope we don't need him. I hope these are 9-0
He's gonna
games.
He's gonna take like a 3-1 game in the 8th and make it 5-1 and just put the nail in the coffin. He's gonna do that once or twice, and it's gonna be in big enough moments where people tip the cap to him. Now, obviously, they don't give an award for that, so we'll never fucking know.
All right, so you got Trevino. I got an easy one with G. Brand, just say Judge.
Brand said G too.
Brand said G too.
Yeah.
All right.
I said G, but I like Glaber.
You guys hold each other's pockets.
I think Glaber's going to come through. But like I said, to summarize, this is a mismatch of a series.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I don't like saying that because I don't want to give us a jinx, but baseball, anything can happen. It's a mismatch of a series. We should take this in 3 or 4 games.
Right.
It's just how it is. Like it's
for 2 minutes here. For 2 minutes, because I don't feel pessimistic right now. I'm Cam. I'm very optimistic about this series. But for 2 minutes, let's be real. It very well could happen where this team rolls up after 7 days off
and doesn't hit the ball at all.
Can't get a hit.
Yeah.
And we're looking at a no-hitter in the 6th.
Ooh. Yeah.
We can't act like this team hasn't done that before. So, listen, I'm not going to harp on it.
Way to end on negativity.
Well, no. We don't need to end there, but I'm not going to put that out there much more than that. But just to ground us for 2 seconds, we have seen this team, and for the second half of the year, we really watched this team do that.
I mean, we really have.
Do that.
We really have.
I don't want to get too high here. But no, I mean, you're 100% correct. This is a huge mismatch. If this series goes 5, that's a bad thing as it is.
Yes.
And if the Yanks lose the series, that's just an epic, colossal failure.
I do not want to be at game 5. I don't want there to be a
I
Game
hope
5.
I hope we get our money back for Game 5.
Hell yeah. I'm banking on it. I want that money back.
Yeah.
We already bought bad seeds for a way too expensive a price anyway. So
Not me,
You know what
because
they-
I haven't been since 2019,
yeah,
so
it's
I
true.
don't care.
That's
I'm
true.
just happy
You're
to be
due.
back in the building.
You should be
I just-
buying us seats for a game for ALCS game. I'm looking ahead now. I'm looking ahead. I don't want to.
I
You know
have
what did
kids, you
make me
guys
happy?
don't, so no.
True. Fair. What, Brand?
You know what made me happy? Was seeing Toronto lose.
Those
What about
dumbass bitch
Tampa,
ass. I won't.
bye. Toronto, bye.
Yo,
Hold up. The Mets,
see ya.
bye.
No. Watch. It's currently 4-zip.
I'm watching. Yeah, I see.
Watch. Here's what's.
Alonso-
I
all right, hold
called
on.
this. I called this 30 minutes ago.
I'll say.
buddy? What's wrong?
What you called the Mets? What you said in the 8th inning? Who was going to tie the game up? Danny Burgess.
Danny Burgess.
Well, all right. Well, yo, if the polar bear could do something right now, then that'll.
We'll see what the
Pol-
polar bear does. Let me say. And
Petey
Marshy,
Petey
what's wrong,
Twinkle
bud?
Toes is gonna hit a
never
jack
even
right
gave-
now.
We also never even gave a shout out that Cam and I switched up the setup here big time tonight.
Yeah, look
That's
at
why
us.
Puppy's
We're out in the
out here with us
wilderness
tonight.
right now.
I love it.
I will say that M's Blue Jays game was kind of
was-
awesome. It's always
yeah,
awesome.
but-
to
I mean,
see a
it was
comeback.
epic. It was epic.
It's great. It's also great to see a team I really don't like lose, but I have to say, I know the pain of when your team plays its last game for 6 months. There's always a bit of a somber feeling
I
when
already told Cam,
when
though.
a team packs it in for the whole year.
Brand,
It's
you-
like, man, yo, they don't got baseball for.
Brad,
for
you
a
might
long
have.
time,
I don't
man.
know if you were on the call or not yet.
That shit
Maybe I'm
hurts,
repeating myself. That's all true. That's right. That's 100%. I
Shit
dress in all
hurts.
black the day after a Yankee game, no doubt. It is not going to stop me if the Mets lose in the wild card round. They don't
Yeah.
even make it to the postseason. Let's be
the
real.
Mets.
It's not going to stop me from sending that video of Timmy Trumpets playing taps.
Playing taps. Oh, it's such a good video, dude. I cried at that video. Oh, I cried.
Oh man!
I
because-
swear though, like, I want the Mets to win.
I
Right now.
kind of do too. Because we're
Because-
still in it.
Because
Look,
I
hold on,
want.
let's be
I
real,
would
let's
love
be
a
real. There
Yankee
is
Subway
nothing better-
Series.
Oh, the Subway
Exactly.
Series would be epic. Let's you know. Oh, is that gonna sit?
Yo, they've been
Yeah, he
smoking
smacked
shit.
that.
Yo, rough night to be at Citi Field tonight. I'd be
Fun fact:
miserable.
last Subway Series, I was at Game 1, 2000.
What was that? The last game you were at?
Seriously, no, but that is like the first genuine. I was an 8-year-old kid. That was the first real moment. Now I can go back to, and I remember exactly
You
where our
remember
seats
that?
were. I remember where our seats were. I
Damn.
remember the game. I mean, it was an extra inning thriller. So I remember it. That's a vivid
I've never
memory I
had the
have.
privilege of being at a World Series game.
Well, we haven't had many opportunities.
How did we
so
not go in 09? I know. I mean,
We haven't had many opportunities. Now there's
Yo, this is the year. We don't have the guy in the bullpen that's just the Omen to blow it for us. Like,
Yeah, Cam's
we're good,
theory is-
yo. We're doing it.
I'm kind of
We're
buying into this a
disposing
little
of
bit more.
Cleveland.
Your theory
Emser-
has become we don't have the answers in the bullpen, so that's why
we'll
we're going
find
to
the
do well
answers.
this year. Because every year we've had the
Yeah,
answers since
and they
Mo,
don't win.
it hasn't worked. So now we
Yeah.
don't have an answer. We don't know. So now it's going to work.
So, final notes. Yanks in 3 for me. Yanks in 4
Yanks
for
in 4.
Ryan.
Yanks
Yanks in
in
3
4.
for Bran.
They might drop the game to Bieber. What's the Bieber matchup? It's going to be Bieber-Nestor.
Bieber
Nestor's
Nestor.
first playoff
That
game in
ain't
the
dropping.
Actually,
Bro, Nestor? I
Bieber
trust Nestor
Nestor.
more than anybody. I
Yo,
trust
you know
Nestor
what?
more than,
now that
than
I'm thinking
Randy
about
Johnson.
It, now that I'm thinking about it, no, in 4. If they were going to drop a game, unfortunately, I hate to say it, it's going to be
Game
Cole's
1.
game.
Yeah. Cole will give up a fucking
Well, and
grand slam. in the
it'll be
third.
because you guys didn't put any stock into it, man. They haven't had this much time off since the off.
Maybe
season.
it's a good
So,
thing. We got Matty Carp coming off the bench to hit a big two-run
I'm just saying
homer in
things
the
like
seventh.
timing, things like this. You guys shake it off. Players talk about it, man. Players talk about the fact that you lose a rhythm, you lose
I
time.
know
You
that- I
can't
know it's a thing.
replicate live ABs.
I'm just
So-
trying to be as optimistic as I can, and I'm a pessimistic piece of shit most of the time. But I'm the offense feels good. What Judge just did to end the year is the most positive thing I've ever
How amazing.
seen on a
How
baseball field
amazing
in the
was
regular
that?
season. So there's no reason for this team to not have supreme confidence in a matchup. Yo, I said this series should be like the guards playing the cons in the longest yard, like it's a tune-up game, but the guards actually beat the shit out of the cons. Like let's not have Paul Crew pull up for the Guardians and like.
Well, actually,
do
yeah.
it
What
to
kind
us,
of a, what kind of a like?
yeah, because the cons actually.
What
won
kind of
that game.
analogy was that? The cons
This is a bad one.
smacked them up. That's not a good one. Let's not do that one.
Okay. Well, let's tune these guys up, feel great, roll into the CS, and go to the World Series. Finally, that's what I'm hoping. So that it's.
It's just second time tonight. You've looked way ahead, and the one time I tried to look way ahead, you told me to shut the fuck up.
Analyzing ahead. I'm just saying I'm seeing our path to total victory here, and it starts on Tuesday night in the Bronx.
Wow.
So if anybody's watching this and is going,
Musgrove just shit on the Mets, dude. He just.
I feel it, dude. He's only had 86 pitches. That's
Bye,
it's
bye,
over.
Mets.
He might go 9.
I mean, it's over. But all
If
right,
anyone's
let's wrap
pulling
this
up to
thing
the
up,
Bronx
man.
on Tuesday, make noise. It's going to be
Let's
loud.
go.
It's going to be awesome.
It's gonna be rowdy. We're gonna be there,
Um,
contributing to the rowdiness.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we
Let's
might
get
have
it.
to.
Yanks
We
in
might have to
3.
do something Wednesday, just because that'll be again my first game in like 3 years, and that's crazy.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Went from
I got
think about
softball
this.
Wednesday.
Went from
Yanks in
season
3.
tickets. Went from season tickets to not going to a game for 3 years.
Yeah,
That's
what
insane.
kids will do.
Don't
for you.
have kids. Nah,
Well, it
your
was
kids
more
are
COVID.
awesome.
It
Your
was more
kids are awesome.
COVID
Well,
than
that was
that.
only 1 year. But yeah,
2 years, dude.
Yanks. Let's take care of business. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. Let's go Yanks, baby.
Yanks in 3.
Let's go Yanks. Let's do it.